Start this video with a couple of predictions, and let me set this up here. Okay, close that. All right, Pennsylvania. I'd like to talk about Pennsylvania first. Pennsylvania midday. You're going to see here that pairs consecutives is due out 5. It has been out longer, but it hits very often. But before I get to, so that is an option there, but I want to show you some stuff on that. Now, when you go to this filter here, the US Games Do filter, this is for Ohio. This was one I was talking about too. So that high odd right there, Ohio. I'll come back to Pennsylvania here in a second. Let me show you that one. So that is right here, Ohio. You can see here that there has not been SDS RS high odd. Okay, that's for my straight tracking system, and it's a pre. So now the STS is based on straight tracking, but I've realized that this one here typically don't stay out too long. And what that one is right here. Now, I think that Ohio will be getting one of these soon. So that's a good place to start for Ohio. All right, Pennsylvania. Let me show you here. Pennsylvania midday. You'll notice when I went to inspection on the report here, and what I did is I started off by looking at the even odd boxed at 1%, and that just gives me a couple all evens or all odds. So let's go to 2%, and I just picked one here. So Kansas and then Pennsylvania. So Pennsylvania midday, even odd is due. Okay, now I went and looked at it, and I merged. I used the merged one here. Is located in requested filters right here, even odd, high low merged. And Pennsylvania midday, you're going to notice here, okay, it's easier to see if you go to graph by option. You'll notice this is across all states. Just because it's mixed, you'll see the top 4. These are the top 4 that hit the most, and there's a big drop off, right? Between 375 draws and 169 draws, right? Out of 8 years. Now, and that's with all states. So what I do now, I just said, looking at this, that this is a good way to really narrow your search. There's many ways you can start off, and this is just one of those. Looking at even odd boxed or looking at the high low boxed, and not merging it in this department right now, because that's going to give you a single. What I want to do is, make that pool a little bit bigger. And so Pennsylvania, midday, even odd, right? Okay, so now when I go over and look at that, what's interesting about it is you're going to notice when you do the top 4, okay, there was just a hit out of there, right? This is the times drawn. Okay, and that 0 means that this just hit. Okay, this just hit tonight, or midday. Came out 492, right? Okay, but I don't care about that, and I just wanted to say that. But anyway, so you'll notice here, even odd, and you'll notice even odd in the top 4, right? But here's the thing, 12 and 9. See that? That's good. It's better that it's 12. It's not like 12 and like 1, or 8 and 0, or 14 and 3. Okay, this is nice because this means that there's a good chance that when that even odd drops, it's going to come with a mixed bag of the high low department. It's not going to probably, it could, but it's going to come here really soon. Okay, like I said, it could drop even odd all highs, right? But when this shows me that it's going to probably come with a mixed here. And now what's another thing you can do with that information is you can jump over to the combined draw and see if it shows you anything. And you'll notice it does. You'll see that now the even odd, okay, is unbalanced. There's 18 to 2. Okay. Now this is the high, low, low, right? Now when you go back over to that midday, come on, there you go. You see, this is still high, low, low, and it's 12 to 9. So what I would say is it could come either of these, but because the combined is showing that the low, low is out the most, okay, I would favor the high, low, low as the one that it drops with. Okay. So hope that makes sense. And that's a really good way to narrow the search. Okay. And this is boxed. So this can come any way. It can, it's just in general. But anyway, so I think I actually have it saved. This is the Kansas version right here. Let me look at this if I did this. This is Kansas too. Dang it. I thought I did the Pennsylvania one. I'm pretty sure I did. I think I put it on Facebook on the you want to look on there, you can number exchange. I put it on Facebook group, the Pennsylvania predictions. So that's what I put down for that. And then the same thing you'll see here that you'll just notice that I have this. I just saved it in here. And this is whatever. Sometimes I use this. If I'm not using it, it's just used for saving stuff. Probably a bad idea because I'm not clearing it when I come in here. But this is straight for Kansas tomorrow. I went for a straight. I'm not even going to play it. I'm just practicing and showing examples on here. Same situation, even odd out is due. And I think it's going to come with a mixed high-low. And then the SB pairs patterns 8 and 14 are both due. And remember what that is. When you go to my information page, right down here is the single box pair patterns. Okay, these are those. This is just doing it by color. And you can just come in here. So like I said, I think 8. What did I say was due? 8 and 14 are the most due right now. And that would be right here. See, 0, 4, 19, and 37. Now these are boxed, and these are not in any order. It's just saying that these are going to drop here soon. One of these. And now when you look at Kansas, also look at Pennsylvania there for a second. See, 5 is up there, out 20 draws. See that? See how that's out 20 draws? That's going to be coming soon. Okay, this chances chart is really important. Single box pair patterns, put it on. You don't have to have it on pre-sorted, but I always just keep it on that. Okay, and then you can do numbers too if you want to. But pre-sorted is just lowest to highest. Like box, like anybody who doesn't know what that means, like here, like 752, it came straight. Now in box form, that's 257 because you go lowest to highest, right? Now pre-sorted A, okay, is the 2. Pre-sorted B is the 5. Pre-sorted C is the 7. And that's per position. So like it's really rare to get a pre-sorted 8 on the front or a pre-sorted 9 because then that means the numbers following it have to be higher than that. So a pre-sorted 9 on the front would have to mean 9, 9 on the back end, a triple. Or if it's 7, then it has to be like a 7 here or an 8, right? Or a 9. It has to be higher than that number. That's why a lot of times in pre-sorted, you're going to see that 0, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, that's what dominates. You can see here. Do I have this too low? It's hard to see. Okay, so that's why you see 0, 1, 2, and 3. And that's why in the middle position, you see lots of 4, 5s, and 6s and stuff. A lot of times you don't see a 7 or an 8 in the middle. Not as often. See, like this one here, like pre-sorted A was a 6. That means the next two numbers had to be higher. Okay. I just wanted to share that. So, and then go back to that. So that's 5. See, Pennsylvania, 5 is due. So what is 5? 5 is one of these box pairs. Now, Pennsylvania will be getting one of these box pairs soon. Okay. And that is out 20 draws right now. And that is midday alone, though. So keep that in mind. When it's alone, it can, go out longer because it's, combined is double the draws. So, but, still, like I'll get back to the other one here in a second, Kansas or whatever it was. But here, Pennsylvania midday. Let's do midday alone. And then let's drop down here. Now look at this. Whereas the pink is going to be in the 5, right? Okay, so let's see. This is the box version, right? We're looking at box, AB, AC, BC. Okay, AB is the 2-4. AC is the 2-9. BC is the 4-9. See how that works? This is in box form. This is straight form. 4-9 is the 3, right? 4-2 is the AC, because A over here and C right here. And BC is the 9-2. And that's the 4. Okay. So it's just there's a different pattern formation just based on straight, okay, and box. These two things here are different. Don't worry about those right now, but that's what I'm saying. So looking for the 5. So where's the 5? Here's the 5 right here. So 5 hit on the 9th, and then there has not been a 5 since the 9th. Now, just like I've shown in other videos, watch when I drop down here. Ready? I haven't even done this now. Ready? 5, 5, 5. And 5, 5. That was a nice little gap there, though. But not terrible. See, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Right? Just show an example. Look at all the 5s. They drop all the time. So expect what? A 5. Pattern 5, right? That's coming. One of these is coming. Now, you can try to narrow this down, to position too, but I'm not getting into that right now, but you can, because these also fluctuate very fast in each position. Like look at the AB, yellow, pink, it's coming soon. Blue's going to come really soon here on the box version because blue hits a lot on the box. I mean, on the AB. I would expect that blue to be coming back pretty soon. And that's when we can get into more breaking it down by position, which I actually got rid of that page. I got to open that page back up. I need another tab, So what was I talking about? Okay. So anyway, that's for Pennsylvania. This here is Kansas. These are straights right here. This is what I'm thinking it's going to be tomorrow. I'm thinking one of these tomorrow. I could be wrong. I mean, there's definitely some things have to happen, but I do like the even, odd, odd, and the high, low, and I'm going to show you again why that is. Let's do that real quick. Let's go to Kansas. I think it's Kansas evening. Kansas evening. Same situation. I looked at the due page here, U.S. Games due filter report, which you can find, like I've said before, down in the statistics, and go all the way down to tracking or whatever reports, and you'll find it. And that's how I was able to find that Kansas evening, even, odd, odd is due. I don't care about these ones here. I would only care about them if you can find it where both are due in a state. But I mean, I'm sure it still serves purpose. I just don't follow them as often. Anyway, so look at this Kansas evening. Here you go. Even, odd, odd again, right? Top 4. The best ones to follow. And you'll notice again, top 4, there was a hit. But check it out. Even, odd, odd right here. Even, odd, odd right here. And look at this, 10 and 13. So there's a great chance there's going to be an even, odd, odd. Now you can try to figure out if it's going to be high, high, low, or if it's going to be high, low, low. Now let's check this out. First of all, this isn't going to do me any good by going to combined right now. Only because, I mean, I guess it does. Because even if that hits tomorrow, it doesn't matter because this is combined. So, and you can see like the best one. Oh, wait, sorry. This one dropped down also. Now even, odd is at the top for combined. So no, so really, I think it doesn't matter. So tomorrow, Kansas, it could be either one of these, right? And see, I did some stuff on lotto odds for that, and I was able to determine, I think it'll be low, low, And reason why is because there's been a lot of highs in the evening alone. High, right? So I'm just hoping there'll be a low, but and then also I think I banked on the pair sums 8 returning. You can see here there has not been a pair sum 8 in a while, and that should be coming back. And heck yeah, so that's where I got that from. And I did a few other things. I got rid of the 1-2 sums, 2 on the end. Look at all the 2s. It's ridiculous. That's a lot of 2s on the end. And what does that mean? I'll show you. 1-2 sums right here. And the 2 on the end is going to be these sums right here. And the 2 on the end is going to be these sums right here. So I'm thinking a 1-1 or a 2-1 is due. And it really is. I mean, look at that for the evening. And probably a good chance for this to flip to a 2-1. So I would expect a 2-1 probably coming for Kansas tomorrow. And that would be this right here. Okay, that's going to give you one of these sums. I think I already did that. 2-1. So one of these sums right here. And of course, the best ones out of there is going to be these 3, 10, 12, and 14. 21 and 23 could happen. And obviously 0 and 3 don't happen that often. Although I think some 3 is actually yellow right now. I don't have it in here, but that is something to keep in mind. So anyway, that's just a couple predictions and how I do things. And of course, I don't even know where my time limit is right now because I did that. I don't know where to put it. Anyway, so that's what I wanted to share in this one. And I'm going to make another video, and that's going to be a little bit more depth on the SB pairs. And one last thing I wanted to talk about was on here. And it was that Ohio. Now, watch this. If we go to Ohio, I think it's combined. You'll notice the STS RS. This is straight tracking, but I have it on pre-sorted. That's very important to switch to. And you're going to notice here, look at high odd, which is the dominating one out of there. 1,457 draws compared to 979 in second place, right? And this is going to be across the all states. It's going to be that. And you're going to notice here, look at this, out 18 draws. And this is combined. So this is a long time for this to be out, I feel. So watch, if I just jump around, you can see here out 2. Jump around again, Michigan. I have not looked at these yet, so I'm just peeking here. Let's do Iowa, out 3. And Florida midday. I don't think that changed. Out 1. Florida combined will be out 3. Delaware, out 1. California, out 0. See, I don't even have to worry about, like, is the high odd at the top? It's just going to be at the top. It's the one that hits the most, has the most numbers. Nothing magical about it, but there you go. Out only 4. Arizona, out only 4. See what I'm saying? Like, it hits very often. Mississippi, out 0. Let's do one more. New York, out 0. And what is the high odd? Remember, I showed you on the various straws tracking. It's one of these 42 numbers. These 42 numbers don't stay out that long normally. And right over here on that chart, it's right here, the STS pre. Okay, remember? Right there, those 42 numbers, and that's tracking this one right here. So out 18 Ohio. So Ohio will be getting that. That's a good pool to fish from right now, being out 18. That's a long time. So anyway, I'm going to shut this one off so it's not too long, and I'm going to do another one quick on the SB pairs, a couple things on the basic page, and then I'm going to call it a day for tonight. So here, let me shut this down. So, all right, bye.